The title down here of the video you're watching is dynamic. That means it automatically updates based on the number of likes and views that this video has. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that if you want to. So to start, let's start by understanding how the YouTube ecosystem works. So you have your YouTube studio where you upload your videos, right? Now, when you upload a video with all the details like your title, your description, it goes to the YouTube backend. And then when a viewer visits youtube.com and comes across your video, the youtube.com website pulls the information from the YouTube backend, like your video title, the number of views, the number of likes, and everything, right? So all this comes from the YouTube backend. And obviously, when the user watches the video, the YouTube backend updates the view count or the like count or whatever based on what they do, right? So from the YouTube studio, you can again go back and change the title name, for example, or change the description. And as soon as you change it, it's going to get updated on the YouTube backend. And then if another user opens your video or someone refreshes your page, it'll again pull the data from the YouTube backend so your new title can be seen by the viewer, right? So this is how YouTube works at a high level. Now, to achieve this dynamic title that we have here down in the video, which is so cool, you could sit down like a monkey, manually changing the title every time the views and the likes change. But that's not going to work, especially if your video goes viral, like hopefully this one does. So in order to get this to work more reliably and accurately, we cannot have a human just changing this on YouTube Studio, right? We need something automated. So now the question is, how can we automate this? Well, really what you need is you need a way to get this information, the title, the views, and the likes or whatever from the YouTube backend, and then simulate this human updating the title with the new numbers based on the view counts and the like counts as your new title name, and that goes to the YouTube backend. And then when someone loads your video, your title name is updated because this automated process updated this. So now the question is, how can we fetch this information from the YouTube backend and also update it on the YouTube backend? So conveniently, we have Google Apps Script, which is basically another service that Google offers, right? So all of this again is in the Google backend, right? So YouTube is part of Google. So this is all under the Google backend. So Google Apps Script is a service that allows you to write a piece of code that runs periodically, right? So you can have a script if you go to script.google.com and make sure you're logged in with the same Google account as what you have on your YouTube videos. So when you log into script.google.com, you'll be able to create a new project and a new script. And inside that script, you can basically write code that gets your views and likes for this particular video from the YouTube backend and then uploads it back to the YouTube backend. So this is going to be like getting the views and then uploading it back to change the title name of your video. Through that process, it's basically update the title name automatically based on the view and the likes. And you can set this code to run like every 1 minute, every 30 seconds. Like there are configurations on the script.google.com website that you can do this. So now I'm just going to transition over and show you the script that I wrote to make this happen. So when you open up script.google.com, this is what your UI will look like. Just create app script over here. So here's the complete code. Basically, as I described earlier, we're pulling from the YouTube backend the data about the video, like the views and the likes, and then we're updating the title over here, and then sending it back to the YouTube backend saying, here's the updated title, right? Now, in case you don't understand this code, it's okay, but the main thing you need to know is first this video ID. So whenever you upload a video on YouTube Studio, you can see the video ID on the right side, or when you click your video URL, you can find the video ID over here. And I'll show you that in a second with the example. And then you just grab whatever you need from the video data, like the views, the likes, there's also comments, and I'll link in the description all the things that you can get from the video. And then you update your title, right? So in this case, I also calculated my views per like. I just did a division, and put it all together on how you want your title to look like. Now, one more thing you need to do, I had to add the YouTube service over here. So just go ahead and click services and then find YouTube over here. It's called YouTube Data API. Just go ahead and add it over here so it'll show up over here. And then we also need to add a trigger. So go ahead in the triggers, create a new trigger so that this code runs, periodically. You can choose the function, leave it time driven. I want this to run every minute, so I'm going to choose minutes timer and every minute. And this one, I'll just change it to notify me weekly if something fails, but you can, feel free to change it however you like. And then you save it. So this already creates a trigger. Now coming back over here, I'll just show you an example where I'll go into my YouTube studio and upload a video just to test it out. This is a test account, so I won't really care about this video. As soon as you upload your video, you'll see the video ID over here on the right side. Just go ahead and copy this ID and replace it over here. And make sure you're in the editor screen, since you might have been in the trigger screen. So make sure you're in the editors to be able to change this. Now you can just go ahead and save. And then once this video completes, I'll show you how the title automatically updates. So you can see how even though the video is processing, the title is integer mystery, and I've configured my script to run every minute. So we can just go ahead also and just manually run this. Now the first time you run it, you might get like a prompt to configure some permissions. Just go ahead and allow the app script to access your YouTube account. But then you can see as soon as we completed running this, the title automatically changed. And now if I like it, hopefully this will also change if I like it. So I'll go ahead and like it. I'll rerun the script. And then if I refresh the page over here, you can see that the like count is updated. As soon as the view counts also get updated, which YouTube takes a while to update, but eventually you should see them kind of match up and automatically update. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. I'll link all of this code in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.